Hello and welcome to your Daily Fix with me, Sean Paul Johnston, here at the SmallFryUnify studio. I said to you yesterday I'm going to wait until the Nintendo event is finished. So wait until that finishes. I'm probably going to do that maybe tomorrow or next week. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on EA's presentation, and obviously they were there showing off their games. A lot of it was games that we kind of expected. You know, we got Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, which it looks like they're going to fix some of the problems that from the first games. I think they've got a single player mission in there now, or a single player campaign in there. All the post-release DLC content that they're talking about, the add-ons, that's now going to be free for all users. So instead of fragmenting it where some people would have it, some people wouldn't, they're now making it so everyone's got it, so it's equal across all platforms and all players. So that's pretty good. It means it opens it up to players going forward. Pretty nice. It looks great as well. The game looks fantastic. You know, Battlefront 1 looked good anyway, and I think if they add some more VR missions in there, I'll be delighted because I can play that in the PlayStation VR. Hopefully we'll get more of that. I don't see why not. But yeah, I just think adding that single player campaign, that is probably the biggest thing for me. Need for Speed Payback. Now I mentioned this before in our predictions for E3. They showed that off. They had the trailer. Looks really like Fast and the Furious. With a little bit of Burnout mixed in there as well, so nice big epic crashes. You know, nothing bad about it, looks good. Again, it's not something we weren't expecting. We'd already been told about this before E3, or we saw things about it. So it's kind of just showing you a little bit more of that. I'm sure for game lovers who love games like the Fast and Furious, or films like the Fast and Furious, they'll love this, they'll be dead excited about it. And Burnout fans as well. So it's the best of both worlds, I think. Again, it's a solid entry, nothing bad about it, just wasn't lighting up the fires of excitement. Then we also got trailers and information on Madden 18 and FIFA 18. Now obviously these are two big tentpole games for EA. Both games are now going to come with a story mode. On the Madden 18 it's called Long Shot, and on the FIFA one, I'm not sure what that's called there, but it's following a guy called Hunter, I think it is. And I think it's the Return of Hunter. But anyway, both games have got a single player story mode thing that's kind of like you coming up through the ranks and how you become this big fancy player. So that looks cool. Again, it's adding more content. Unfortunately though, it doesn't look like that's coming to the Switch. So although the Switch is getting FIFA 18, it's a kind of different version, which is a bit of a shame because I don't see why it couldn't handle it. It could handle it easy. So yeah, we're not getting that in the Switch version, but the other versions are getting these, which is adding to it. And looks good. Looks like the story mode as well. You can play it in co-op as well, which is quite interesting on Madden 18, I think that is. Let me just check that. Sorry, I think it's on both. You can play both in co-op. So and you can also import your characters from FIFA 17. So that's good news. Now there was two big games which are my favourites of their show. The first one, which is the runner-up, I'm going to give this the runner-up award for EA, and it was a game called A Way Out, and it's by Hazelight Studios. Now they're the same guys, I think they've done it under a different name, 505 Games. They're the same guys who done Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons? Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, yeah. And that was the kind of co-op game. I've read things about that game. People say it was amazing, had them in tears. It's obviously a story about two brothers and how they kind of do stuff together. And looks really interesting. This one here looks like they're brothers, but they're a lot older. Kind of like a Prison Break thing. They're in prison, they're trying to escape prison, and how they cooperate together. And as far as I'm aware, it is a co-op only game, so you have to play it two players, which is quite interesting, quite unique. You know, it's a unique twist. Looks cool, looks like the dialogue's quite nice and stuff. The visuals look nice. The best thing about it was the director, the writer, he's actually an actor as well. A guy called Joseph Fares. He's the guy that has written and directed this game, and he looks just like the guy from Fear the Walking Dead, Travis. So I'll post up a picture, you can see the two of them together. I think it's his twin. And obviously in the game, one of the main characters, the brothers, looks just like him, so he's obviously based that character on him. Maybe the characters are based on him and his real life brother. So that was cool. So I'm going to give them my runner-up award of the favourite game of their show. But the one that really stole the light, now whether this is a good game or not is besides the point. Just on a pure spectacle level, this one really was pretty impressive. It was a game called Anthem, and it's by BioWare. So obviously BioWare, who makes Mass Effect, they've kind of taken a step back from Mass Effect now. It looks like they're putting that on hold, and this is their next big thing, Anthem. It was called Dylan before, and this is now their actual official name, Anthem. It looks like it's kind of a Destiny type game. It looks like a Destiny type game with a bit of Titanfall in there, but instead of a giant mech, you've got like a personal mech. So think of Iron Man or something along those lines. And you jump in the suits and you travel this planet, and you're sort of doing things together, missions and stuff. And the demo they showed looked absolutely phenomenal. Like the foliage, the planet itself, the animals running around, it just looked incredible. Really, really cool. So it could potentially be what a lot of Destiny fans were hoping Destiny would have been the first one, but obviously we've got Destiny 2 coming out as well. But yeah, that was one of the big ones for me. That was like the game of the show for their show. Now, I'm not saying it's the game of the show for the whole of E3, just what EA showed. Now obviously if you're into your sports, FIFA, sure that was massive for people. Same with Madden. The American fans who love their American sports will probably be delighted with that one. But for me, this was the one that kind of just stood out a little bit. It was a new IP, looked great, looking forward to it. I think it was running on the Xbox One X as well, so it looks like that was looking really impressive in there. And I think it was Eurogamer got a little bit more hands-on time with it, a bit of testing with it, and there was doubts whether it was running on the Xbox One hardware or not. And what they said they saw is they can see that it's using checkerboarding. So even though it's 4K, it's not native 4K, it's using checkerboarding, where it's taking that sample, and because it's done, like the way it's done, it works really well. You can't even notice it. So it looks like 4K, looks super crisp and clean, looks amazing. So yeah, it looks like that was running on the Xbox One hardware, and hopefully it'll run just as good or close as on the PlayStation 4 Pro. So yeah, that's my wrap up of the EA conference. I'm going to do Bethesda's and I'm going to do Ubisoft's as well. So I'll probably do Nintendo's event tomorrow, because they'll be finishing up their treehouse today, and we'll know if there's any more announcements. It looks like there's nothing much apart from Amiibos and the sushi game that came out. So next week I'll probably then do Ubisoft's and Bethesda's, and then we'll have a full range of all the stuff. So like I said, I'm just touching upon the third party games here. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Me and Lindsay have been talking. I think Lindsay's maybe going to be coming back to do some live streams. So you guys who have been with us from the start, who were enjoying our live streams, as you probably well know, we've not been doing a stream for a little while now. We've kind of been focused on the show and the podcast. Well, we're probably going to do a stream again once a week, maybe on Wednesday evening when Lindsay's not got other classes on. So let us know what games you'd like her to play. I think one of the ones we're thinking about is maybe ARMS or Just Dance, just to begin with. But if there's anything you'd like her to play, scary games or anything, I think she's quite keen to play something where she can shoot and kill people with guns. I don't know why, but she seems to be into that kind of stuff. So leave a message in the comments what you'd like her to play, and we can get something set up. And we might start that next week. We'll let you know though in future daily fixes and updates. That's the first one, guys. Hope you have enjoyed it. Hope you're enjoying E3. It's almost finished now, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.